So for today's idea, I'm gonna have myself posing like this, and then I'm gonna have the strobe kind of on the bottom. And for the Photoshop, I'm gonna have me looking down at the world. So I'm gonna have the light right there. So this is the light that I'm using. When you open it, it has this little glass dome on top of it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and lean it back, just pointing up like that. This might be too high, so I'm going to lower this. Maybe about there. So I got that set to about 150 watts. And I'm setting my camera just right here. So I never tried it like this before, so I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. I was looking online if they had like a light modifier that's like a sphere, but the only one I've seen is kind of like this big, so that one's too big. So if they had something just kind of like that, maybe I have to make one myself. Maybe that should be a project. Check, let me see. Let's make sure it will be in frame. I think I just gotta bring this up a little bit. And I just gotta do a test shot. All right. Can't ever see nothing now. I just blinded myself. I can't even see the screen. It's funny. All right, it's not bad. I think it's too bright. So what I'm gonna do is increase the f-stop all the way up to 29. Let's check it out. Still kind of blind. It's pretty good. I like it. All right, I like it. So time to edit in Photoshop. All right, so here's all the images that we took. So I like these one. I think I'm just use. Let's go ahead and open this one up. Let's go ahead and increase the shadows. Just a little bit, about 35. Let's bring the highlights down. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. Make sure we still get some details in the highlights. So the bottom here is blown out, but that won't matter because the globe's gonna be right there. All right, I think that's good. The only thing I could say about this image is, yeah, if it had some type of light modifier just to soften up the light, I think that would be better. But this still worked though. So let's go ahead and click on open. And just go ahead and make a copy, save it as a PSD. So let's go ahead and zoom in, and I'm gonna use the pen tool. So a shortcut for that is the letter P. Just make a point there, there. Point there, drag that up, point there. One right there. Before I let this go, I'm gonna hold Alt. Point there, same thing, hold Alt, bring that in. Point there, hold Alt, bring that in. Same thing, Alt, bring that in. Point there. Hold spacebar and bring that up so I won't get that part right there. Point right there. Point there, hold Alt, bring that in. Now I'm using a tablet, so for me it's easy because I've been doing it for a while, and with the tablet it's much easier for me than using the mouse. But if you're comfortable when using the mouse, then you can use that too. But I would say though, when I first started using the tablet, it felt weird. Just took a while getting used to. So in the beginning, using the tablet, the mouse was more comfortable because I've been using the mouse for a while. And the tablet just felt weird, but I just kept trying, just kept on using it. Because, you know, what can you do? I could return the tablet, but I'm like, you know, I'm just keep on working on it, working on the tablet. And then eventually, it got easy, and I got faster using the tablet than the mouse. So it will come a point in time where using the tablet will be faster than the mouse, but not in the beginning. So make sure I add a point there, there. What else would be good too is a green screen. It make cropping everything or masking everything out much easier. So I'm hold Alt, bring this in. But then I don't know how the green screen is kind of tricky. You just got to get good at lighting. Because if you want a certain lighting that's dark and kind of like this, would a green screen work? Because you got to light the green screen too. I don't know. Maybe I just got to try it. Just got to try everything. Just make sure, try it, see if it works. Because I'm pretty sure it works, because people in Hollywood, they use green screen to light any type of scene. So it should work. Let's see, make sure I got everything. I think that looks good. So I'm gonna right click, make selection, feather at 0, click OK. Go ahead and do Control J, make a copy, save this, and let's go ahead and remove that. So if I'm gonna try both ways. So I'm gonna try to use the remove tool. So I'm just make 2 copies. So this one, let's go here, select the remove tool, and just bring the size of the brush up. And just go ahead and select around the mic like that. All right, not too bad. So the other way is, let's go here, select the lasso, feather, let's do 3. And let's go ahead and select around this, kind of like that. And let's go to edit, generated fill. Sometimes I find using generated fill is much better than the remove tool. But the remove tool, well, I think it's kind of take about the same time. So here's the generated fill. It will give you different option. That's a good thing about this. Gives you different option. So the remove tool. So I mean, I guess it's personal preference, whatever you like, right? But yeah, there's 2 ways to get rid of it. Use the remove tool, generated fill. Let's go ahead and delete that. I'm just gonna use this one. Save that. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and create a new document, and I'm just do 1920 by 1080 just because it's the size of the YouTube video, YouTube thumbnail. So when I finish this, I can just put that on the thumbnail. And I'm just do 72 since it's gonna be for web. If you do printing, you gotta do a minimum of 300. So I'm just going to click on create. All right, so I'm just go ahead and just go to this one, just right click, duplicate layer, and bring that into the untitled. That's the one we created. Click OK. So save this PSD, and then we'll just go ahead and close this out. Here we have our new document. So we're going to save this, and I'm just going ahead and so I'm going to save it inside the same folder. Just name this globe design, something generic. Probably change it later. Save this. Let's go ahead and group our main image. Control G. Name that main. And let's go ahead and convert this into a smart object. Control T. Hold Shift and Alt. Bring that in like that. So I'm trying to figure if maybe like that. Now it looks like I got a long head. Oh man. I'm gonna do that for now because I want the image covering the screen as much as I can. Let's go ahead and invert this, Control I. And let's go ahead and clean up some of the stuff on our main image. Alright, so I'm just go ahead and double click this, zoom in, and we can use the spot healing. Bring the size of the brush up. So I'm trying to think if I should just no, I'm just smooth everything out. So I'm just go ahead and clean up as much as I can. Check everything else. That, I don't know what that is. Is that part of my finger? Or is it dust? Alright, so zooming out, you can see more. That's good. I'm gonna save that. All right, so here's all my stock images. So we got some images we can use. I think I like that one. Let's go ahead and zoom in. I think that one's nice. That one's nice, but it's just like a quarter of the globe. I like that one. It has like a softer glow. No, this one's pretty cool. This one looks more detailed, but do we want more detail? So this one is the moon. It's not even the globe. So I think I'm gonna use this one. I like this one too. But it's also not the, well, it is, huh? You can see, I think that's Africa. This one's red because I was going for more like a blue overall design. So I think I'm gonna use this one right here. So I'm just going ahead and double click this. Should open in Photoshop, Control A, copy, close this. Go ahead and do Control V. And just go ahead and zoom out, Control T. So I want so I'm gonna have to flip it because I'm doing Control T. So I want the glow coming from the globe. So the globe will have to be there. Let me see. Let me just do screen, see how it looks. Yeah, the whole thing is now the continent are sideways. Let me think. Let me see if there's another one I can use. And there's this one. But it's not as nice as the other one. So I like this one. That's the one I like, the soft glow. That don't look like Earth though. But I do like this image. So here's another one, but same thing, I'm gonna have to flip it sideways. Alright, so what's that image that I like? I'm gonna try to use that one. Alright, so let's double click that. Control A, Control C to copy. Control V to paste. Disable that. Control T. Well, first, you know what? Let's convert this into a smart object. Double click this. So I like to convert it into a smart object because I'm add some generated fill just to extend the image. First, go up here, select generated, expand, hit enter, enter, generate. Alright, usually I like the first one, but the first one definitely not gonna use that. I like that one. Maybe that one. No, stick to, let's see. I do like that one though, but let's try to generate it again. See what else it comes up with. Alright, this one's good. I like that one. This one is, I like this one too. It's not too much of the smoke, but still have the stars. So I'm gonna keep that. So I'm gonna do Control E to merge it, C for crop, or you could go there. And let's go ahead and extend it this way. Hit enter, click on generate. Alright, so this is the first one. You can see kind of like a line right there. This one's much better. So I think I like this one. Same thing, let's go ahead and merge that. C for, alright, don't want to do that. Cancel. C for crop, select the whole thing. Drag that up kind of like that. And go ahead, hit enter. Click on generate. Alright, so first one looks good. Second, third. So it's between the first and the last one. Alright, so this one I'm not gonna merge it. I'm just gonna go ahead and save this, close this. So we have the globe right here. And I'm just do control, or actually just group it. Name that globe. Forgot the E. Alright, now let's do Control T. Flip it like that. So one thing I'm thinking is that, well, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Change that to screen. It's gonna be down about right there. Control T, hold Shift and Alt, bring it up kind of like that. So one thing is, I'm gonna have to raise my arm up, my left arm, so it'll match that. Alright, so I think that's good. Save that. Change that to normal. And I'm gonna go ahead and double click this. And let's go ahead and hold Shift, select both with Control J to make a copy, Control E to merge it. So to get rid of orange glow, I'm gonna select the lasso tool. Let's do 10 pixel for the feather. And select it like this. Alright, so I'm gonna hold Shift because I didn't get that part up there, or maybe because of feather. So I'm gonna go here to rectangular marquee tool, feather at 0, hold Shift. I don't want to do that. Hold Shift and select that, and make sure we get that. Now go to Edit, Generated Fill, click on Generate. Alright, so it gave me this, more of this yellow, because I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to have the yellow, or this area, more like this area. Alright, so this one's not too bad, but just gotta change the color. I like this one also. Let's try it again. Click on generate. Alright, so it's giving us more of the yellow orange. So I think I'm gonna use this one. But go ahead and create a new hue and saturation. Click on colorize and let's change it to blue. So I'll just invert this, B for brush, and just paint that in. Double click this and just match it to that. Increase the saturation. Alright, I think that looks good. So before, after, save this, go ahead and close this out. And alright, so I'm gonna use the pencil for this one. So I'm gonna hit the letter P, make a point there, point there, point there, point there. Hold space, bring it like that. Point there, drag that up kind of like that. And let's go ahead and close that out. Right click, make selection, feather at 0, click OK. Select the mask. Alright, so we have that. Let's go ahead and make a copy. And then this one, let's go ahead and delete the layer mask. Or actually, just fill it in with white. So make sure the color is white right here. Alt, backspace. And let's change this to screen. Let's do Control L to bring up the levels. And kind of like that. So this one's set on screen. Then we have the layer that's masked like that. So the one that's set on screen, we could rename that so we know the layer. Select the mask, B for brush, and I'm gonna hit D for default. It will change this to black and white. Hit X, make sure that's black. Alright, now let's go ahead and make a copy of, let's see, I'm just double click this, select all the layer, Control J to copy, Control E to merge it. Now I'm going to do Control A to select all, Control C to copy. And let's go back to our main image. Go down here underneath the main layer, Control V to paste. And I'm just bring the opacity down. So I'm gonna leave that, let's see. I'm gonna leave it for here for now. Alright, so I think I'm gonna make the globe a little bit bigger. So select that, Control T, zoom out, hold Shift and Alt. Alright, I think that looks much better. So let me see, before, Now looking at it, maybe it was too big, so I'm doing Control T, hold Shift and Alt. Alright. Should I bring it higher? Yeah, I think I like it like this. Now let's go to the globe. Let's go down here and let's go ahead and paint that in. Select B for brush, hit X, make sure that's white. Bring the size of the brush down. And I'm just holding Shift for the, not Shift, holding the space bar to drag the hand, then let it go. So I'm just clean this up just a little bit, because I've seen it earlier. Alright, I think that looks good. Now let's create our adjustment layer. Create a new folder. Let's name that adjustment. Let's go to my action, and I'm going to do the gray noise. And let's go ahead and create a new layer. We'll fill that in with black. B for brush. I'm going to select like a blue like that. Click OK. Bring the size of the brush up. Change that to soft light. Try to select V. Why is it up there? Alright, V for the selection tool. Save that. And let's go ahead and bring this down just a little bit. Let's do 70. Bring up the background just a little bit. I might use a different background. Let's see if let's go here. Pretty sure I have something I can use. So what am I looking for? I'm just trying to see whatever catches my eyes. That one, I think that one's nice. This one could work also. Let's go back up to the one I seen earlier. Alright, so let's drag this, or I'm just going to double click this. Control A, Control C to copy. Close this, Control V to paste. Control T, right click, flip horizontal. And let's go ahead and group this. Just name that background. Go ahead and delete all of this. Well, not that one, just these two. And let's go ahead and make a copy. Control J. And I'm gonna get rid of that. So I'm gonna go here, patch tool. And select the mask. B for brush, bring the size of it down. I'm gonna hit X, make sure that's black. Alright, save that. Now let's create a hue and saturation layer. And click on colorize. And change it to match the blue of the globe. that. And let's go ahead and create a curves adjustment. Bring it down just a little bit. All right. Now let's add some, I'm thinking maybe I should make this more, I might do that later because I'm thinking I want some rim light behind me. So looking at it now, I should have shot my photo and then added some rim light behind me. I think that would have been dope, but maybe not though, because we want the glow coming from here. But I'm gonna see though, I'm gonna just mess around with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to our main image. And I'm just go ahead and go to, I'm just make a copy. I'm just right click on rasterize, because I'm gonna do some editing. But you know, sometimes if you want to work the non-destructive way, you would edit in here. But the thing is, when I edit in here, I can't see how it looks like overall. So I had to rasterize it. Now I got to come in here and edit. This is the way I like to edit, basically what I'm saying. So as long as I know I'm not gonna need to enlarge this composition, I should be good though. So I'm just go ahead and go here, go to my sharpen low, click on play, and then click on play again. And let's go ahead and save this. Now for those who's on my Patreon, you'll have access to the my actions right here. Now I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna make a copy. As you can see, I like to make a lot of copies just in case I mess up, I could come back to it. So I'm gonna go to filter and let's go to neural filters. So this is the easy way for me to clean up the skin. So I'm gonna go to skin smoothing and let's go ahead and so that's before, after. So that's the first step. So I'm gonna click OK. And let's go ahead and make another copy, and I'm change the opacity to 33. So you see it like that. So I'm gonna go down to this one. Just name that 33, so we know 33 opacity, and just name this main. Do smart, just smart for smart object. Just name this original. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the main image right here. Zoom in. Maybe add some more. Sharpen low. Save that, and let's go ahead and smudge it. This is the way I like to edit my image. So I'm gonna keep the strength at, let's do 40. So let's go around, smudge the image, clean it up. So the 33 opacity, this is the original, and that's there just to bring back some of the texture. Say 33 is the number I like, but if it's too much, you want to bring it back. Maybe let's do 55. Go down here to the main image. Just name the smudge so we know that. There you go, smudge. Go down there. Clean that up. So if you're doing some beauty retouching, I don't think this will work. There's a lot of tutorials on doing beauty retouching, but I like to create my image like this. That's a good thing about, you know, creating your own stuff. You could do whatever you want. Alright, so basically, make sure you go with the curve of the face. So if the face is like that, smudge it like that. If that makes sense. So this one, Let's do the same thing. Up there too. Alright, so I might have to clean that up. So when I clean that up, I'm basically saying I'll make it into a, just darken my hair. Alright. And I'm gonna do the same for the hoodie because it's sharpness too much for me. Alright, almost messed up and went like that. Oops, how did it select the pencil? Let's go back to smudge. And same thing with the clothes too. Just make sure you go with the shape of it. Now with anything, the more time you spend on it, the better it'll look. Alright, so I think I'm almost done. So it's getting there. The only thing is my forehead. You can see a lot of wrinkles. Try to clean that up. Let me see. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the 33 and smudge. Do Control J. Disable that, and then I'm gonna merge this. And I'm gonna see if I can clean that up, make it more smoother. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. So I'm gonna use the patch tool. So I'm just trying to get rid of the parts over here. Now I'm gonna have to make a copy. Change this to 33. Go down here. This is gonna be the smudge one. And I'm gonna do that part again. Keep it at 40. Maybe I have to increase the strength. Alright, so it's getting there. So that's before, after. So I might do, let's see, clean up that part right there. So I'm gonna do that with let's do that with the clone stamp. So I'm gonna select, hold Alt, select up here. And I'm going to bring the hardness all the way down. You could go here, hardness all the way down, and kind of paint that in. Alt, select that area, and let's go ahead and clean that up. Same thing, hold Alt, Alt, patch tool. Oh, I see why, because the this layer right there, patch tool. All right, make sure that's selected. Patch tool. Alright, maybe I have to smudge this area more. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a copy. I know there's a lot of copy, but you never want to mess up and have nothing to come back to. Alright, so just a little bit. Nah, I think it's too soft now. Delete that. See, now we have something to come back to. So what I'm gonna do for that is, let's go ahead and go here to my gray noise. Click on play, and I don't know if you can see it. Just make copies again, and I'm gonna group that. Just name that noise. I'm probably gonna merge it anyways, but just click on the mask, invert the mask, Control I, B for brush, and make sure that's white. I'm gonna hit X, and I'm gonna try to bring back some of the texture, kind of like that, to match that. So if it's too much, bring the opacity down, bring it up until you like it. So I think that looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and merge this. I think that's good. Here's the before, after. Save that. All right, now let's go ahead and just add some blue, because I want more of a blue color. So I'm gonna select all my images and group that. Now I'm gonna create a new layer. Do Control Alt G, create a clipping mask, and let's select the blue like that. Alt backspace, and let's change this to multiply color burn. Let's do multiply. Double click this, and let's bring the split to black, kind of like that. Split the white. Just a little bit. And select the mask, and let's invert this. Hit B for brush, make sure it's white, and we're just gonna paint that blue in. So I'm trying to get just some spots, not all of it. And maybe bring the opacity down. Hit X. All right, right there. So any parts where the lights, hit X and paint that in. So any part the light won't be hitting, like the top of the finger, we could remove that. All right. So it's getting there. Go here. Just make another copy. And let's go ahead and create a new curves adjustment. Kind of like that. So the thing with blue is it's always tricky using it with or editing with the skin tone. So I'm bring that down, maybe bring it just up a little bit, and let's go down here to the main image. Let's create a new layer, fill that in with blue, or first Control Alt G. Let's go ahead and fill that in with blue. Click on multiply. Soft light overlay. And let's go ahead and create a mask. B for brush. Bring the size of this up. Oh, make sure that's black, so I'm gonna hit X. Kind of like that. And I'm trying to see if I've and let's go here. Hit X, make sure that's white. Paint that in. Kind of like that. And let me see. So I like the left side on the background. Maybe I should do the same for the right. So I'm just going to go ahead and do Control J, copy that. Make a copy again. Maybe underneath it. Kind of like that. So I'm gonna merge the two that I just created. And I'm just go here to the patch tool. Select that. So this is how I get rid of the hard edges. Alright, much better. Should I add like a glow behind me? I'm gonna see how that looks. Or maybe that's doing too much, but let me try it. We always gotta try it, right? Fire. So there's a fire that I like. So I always use that one, but there's another one. You know what? Instead of that, let's go back to the space. And let's bring this up or enlarge the image and scroll down. Let's look for a cool glow, like something like that. So again, I'm just trying to see something catches my eyes. I was looking at this. Will that work? Control A, Control C to copy, close that. Let's collapse R or the folders. Create a new folder, name this glow. Control V to paste. Control T. So as I'm seeing it, I'm liking it so far. Alright, now, should I keep it that color or should I make it blue? So I'm gonna bring the glow underneath all this, kind of like that. Hue and saturation. Maybe bring that down. Alright. So I'm gonna do the hue and saturation. I'm gonna create a copy. Bring this down here, just bring that back up to 100. So the stars back there will match that. But then this hue and saturation is also affecting this one only. Not only, but that and that as well, but taking away some of the warm colors right there. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the glow and select the mask, B for brush. Make sure that's black. Now let's do 100. Let's change that to screen. And let's bring this up. I don't want to do that. Change that to screen, select that, and let's bring it up kind of like that. Alright. I think that's looking good. And let's create a levels. Darken the mid-tone. Brighten up the highlights a little bit. Darken the shadow. Let's fade the shadow. Alright, now let me see. I'm going to select the globe, hit V for the selection tool. Trying to see if I should bring it down, leave it up. So I think I like that. Alright, see what's happening. So this is blowing out the details in there. So to get rid of for it not to affect the details in the highlights, let's disable this one. Just double click the curves. And let's go here to the highlights, or the white. Hold Alt, split that. As you can see, it's bringing back the details. And we're going to do the same thing for the levels. Alright. I think that looks good. Now let me see, should I add like a glow? There's already glow on the globe, but maybe make it where it's spread over there. So let me try that. Select B for brush, and I'm going to keep it that blue. Maybe, yeah, I'm just keep it the same blue. Paint that in like that. Change that to screen. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Alright, so let's create some rim light behind me, just a little bit. First, let's group that. Name that glow. Let's go down to my main image. Create a new layer. Control Alt G for clipping mask. Alt backspace. Let's go down to my main image. I'm gonna hold Control, select that. We'll make a selection around my image. Now let's go to the layer we created. Select the mask. Let's invert the mask. Control I, and I'm gonna disable the lock. select the mask, hold V for the selection, and I'm gonna arrow down, kind of like that. And you can see a little bit of the rim light in the back. Now for this, let's double click this and let's bring back some of the black. So I'm gonna do Alt, split that, kind of like that. So it's not like a solid white line. All right, now I would have to, because now it's just like an outline, so I'm gonna have to make it curve with the sweater. So I'm gonna make a copy, right? And I'll do the same thing, Control Alt G. And let's double click this. And let's disable that. Disable this for now. Because when I split the black, it disappeared from there. So this one you can still see it. So I must save that or keep that there for now. Save that. And I'll make a copy just in case I mess up on brushing on the sweater. So I have that one. Just name that master copy. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom in. And I'm just go ahead and go here to the mask. I'm gonna select the smudge tool. And let's do 20. See how that looks. And I'm gonna do because I gotta draw it on the hands too. So I'm gonna do P for the pen tool. And just go ahead and kind of make it like that. But if you're more comfortable with the brush tool, you could brush it in. So I'm going to right click, make selection for that 0, and make sure the mask is selected. I'm going to hit X, make sure that's white, Alt backspace, Control D. Now you can see it right there. Select B for brush. So I guess the brush probably will work better than the pen tool. So one thing I want to do is I want to try to get like an LCD drawing tablet. So now I'm just using the regular tablet. Alright, I'm liking how that looks. That might be too bright, so I'm gonna hit X for the black. Now let's do 50. Maybe I should have had it at 50 this whole time. Alright, so I'm gonna bring that back to white. So just X. It will toggle between the two. B for brush. So it's not gonna work here since we split the black. It's not gonna affect that. So that's why we created this layer. So make sure that one's selected. Paint that down like that. You can do X. Make it sharp right there. Hit X. Bring the size of the brush up. Hit X. Now for the hands right here. So this one, we're gonna just go ahead and bring it to 100. Oops, trying to select the space bar. Hit X. That's before and after with just some rim light effect. Alright, so now let's do this one. Bring that down here. Select B for brush. I'm gonna get rid of the rim light down here. So this one is only affecting the top part right there. Alright, so make a copy of this rim light. So the one's down here. Just make a copy, Control J, Control Alt G, do the clipping mask. And I'm gonna lock all that. I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna go to Properties. Let's feather this. Kind of like that. So if you don't see properties, just go to Windows and make sure that's checked. Let's lock that, double click this. And we're gonna split the black even more. Hold Alt. Alright, it's doing something crazy. I don't know what it's doing. Hold Alt, split the black like that. So just a little bit of glow. So I like it in that area, not there. So I'm gonna hit B for brush, make sure that's black. So just a little bit right there. Now let's go ahead and go to the, well, we're at the main image. I was gonna add it in the adjustment group. Let's go ahead and create a new layer. Control Alt G. Select B for brush. And let's go ahead and select like a brown tint. I'm gonna see if I can bring back some of the skin tone. Let's change that to soft light. Click undo. Shrink opacity down, bring it up maybe about 70. All right, I think that looks good. Now I'm thinking if I, all right, so I'm looking at the right hand because I like that, like thin, sharp, but that one's too soft. So which one is that one? It's that one. So hit B for brush, make sure that's black, opacity at 100. I'm gonna do that. Hit P for the pen tool, and I'm just doing my same method like before. Hold space bar. Close that out. Right click, make selection. Feather at 0, click OK. Fill that in with a white. So I'm gonna hit X, make sure that's white, Alt backspace, Control D to select. And let's go to there, clean that up, B for brush. And we'll clean it up with the brush tool. Alright, so I think that looks much better. Alright, so I'm thinking, so I added some rim light to the back. Maybe I should add some to the fingertip and down here. So what I'm gonna do is let's go ahead and create a new layer. Control Alt G and select like a blue, like a bright, vibrant blue, kind of like that. Click OK. Alt backspace and select the mask. Let's invert the mask. So I'm gonna see how this looks. So I'm gonna hit P for the pen tool. Hold Alt, bring that in. And let's right click, make selection, feather at 0, click OK. And let's fill that in with white. Alright, I'm gonna do Control L. So I don't know if you can see it right there. Maybe let's change this to something brighter, like that. Fill that in, Alt backspace. Alright, so I don't like that. I'm gonna delete that. So here's another way that I do it. So I'm gonna just clip this. So I'm gonna hit B for brush, and I'm gonna bring the size up to 3 pixels. I'm gonna hit P for the pen tool. And the only reason why I don't want to do this because it's action. So my stroke path 2, I'm gonna show you. So P, let's do pen tool. Then we go here to my action, go to stroke brush path 2, click on play, and you can see it made that the brush. So the only reason why I didn't want to show it because you would need my Photoshop action. But I like it. See how it looks? So all you have to do is go here, trace around the fingertip, click on play, and then bam. Same thing here. Hold Alt, bring that in, click on play. See how before, after. So now let's zoom in, P for the pen tool, click on play. Now we could do for underneath the face like this. Click on play. Try to do for the nose. I don't know if it'll look funny. Then here. Also there. Also there. So I'm select the mask because it might be too much for the right there. So I'm gonna hit B for brush. Make sure that's black. Bring the size of the brush up, hardness all the way down, and let's do 30. All right. So it's just a little bit, so it's not too much. I think that looks good. All right, so let's go to the globe, and let's go ahead and make a copy of this one right there. So not the glow, but the one we masked out. I'm gonna do Control J, right click here, rasterize layer, and actually, you know what? You don't even need the mask. So I'm right click, delete layer. So I'm gonna do Control T, bring the size of it down, hold Shift, Alt, kind of like that. Zoom in, and let's bring this underneath the main image. Let's change that to screen, and I'm gonna zoom in. Control T, hold Shift and Alt. And I'm gonna bring the opacity down, bring it up just a little bit. Let's make another copy. Or actually, you know what? Let's just do normal. Bring the opacity up. Let's group it. Create a mask. Invert the mask. Zoom in. B for brush. Make sure that's white. And let's go ahead and paint that in. No, I forgot to bring the opacity all the way up. Trying to see if it looks good. Maybe if I move this up more like that. What if I change it back to screen? Does it look like reflection in the eyes? So I'm gonna change that back to screen. Trying to think. I mean, it looks cool. Look like I have contacts because I'm trying to make a reflection, but it does look like I have contacts. What if I do normal? Select the mask. B for brush, and just paint the whole thing in like that. Now it just look crazy. Let's click undo. I mean, I like it because, look, like I said, it looks like I have contacts. But then this one, I can see that I'm looking at the camera. This one, I'm looking down. Maybe I'll bring the opacity down just a little bit. So now, let me see. I don't know. I like this because I'm looking at the camera. I think I'll just keep it like this, like I'm looking at the camera. But if you want to add the reflection or like something to make it look like you got contacts, you could do that too. All right, so I think this is good. So I'm gonna do the last adjustment. Let's go ahead and select all this, Control J, Control E, Control A, Control J to copy, delete that. And I'm gonna go to filter. Let's go to the camera, not that one. Filter, the camera, raw filter. And let's go to at 100. So exposure, bring it down. Contrast a little bit. Highlights, not too much. We don't want to blow that out. Shadows, bring it down a little bit. Just undo for that. Color. You can make it more blue. Just keep that at 0. Or maybe just a little bit, plus 5. Just bring back some of the warm tint. Vibrant, maybe plus 4. Let's go to the effect. Just add a little bit of texture, maybe plus 2. Go to details. I think that's too much sharpness. I think that's good. Click OK. So I just made it a little bit darker. Not that much difference. So I like the warm tint on the face, select the mask. Control I to invert it. B for brush, make sure that's white. And let's go ahead and paint that in, kind of like that. All right, I like that. So yeah, that's how we actually create this together. Because usually when I do my tutorial, I create the design or the cover. I don't record the tutorial while I'm creating it in the first place. I create it. Once I'm done, then I go back and create it again or do the tutorial, if that makes sense. But yeah, hope you guys like this. If you have any suggestion for like a technique design or design idea, basically, right? Because I'm doing this 100-day challenge, trying to push myself, not only as a graphic designer, Photoshop compositor, but photography. That's what I'm really trying to get good at. Shooting image, lighting. Like I'm okay with it, but I'm not there like where I want to be. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys wanna, if you have any suggestion. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.